I have always encouraged anyone within their own means, if they could, to move to a new country. This will get them out of their comfort zone and learn a lot about themselves that they otherwise wouldn't know. However, it's not all a bed of roses. Our speaker today is going to share with us how she and her family moved from Poland to Australia and the challenges that they face as a young family in the initial stages. We hope that this sharing will let you have a better insights as well as some food for thoughts on what you must take note of when moving to a new country. So head over to the video now and enjoy.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to What's Your Advice? I'm your host, Alice, and today I'm super excited to have a friend from down under Australia to be my guest speaker today. Hi, Tatiana. How are you doing?
Hi, Alice. I'm really well. I have nice evening today, and
Yeah.
you have morning, I guess.
Yes.
Lovely evening.
I know technology pull us together from two extremes. So, Tatiana, I understand that you have moved to Australia 15 years ago. However, you are originally a Polish citizen. You probably still are. And myself, I have moved from Singapore to the Netherlands. Many of my viewers, including my mentees, are very keen about moving abroad, whether it's for work or family situations. So they are curious and would like to know. There's always the good things. We know how cross-cultural experience, changing your environment. But let's talk about the challenges instead. What are some of the challenges that you face when you first settle down in a new country?
The challenges were actually huge
Wow.
because I quickly ran out of money. And even though Australia said that they really need people, it was very hard to find the first time job because we didn't have local experience, but you couldn't have local experience if you didn't get the job. So we quickly ran out of money. So that was challenging. I also personally had a little child with me. So my daughter was 3 years old. So I had to manage that and there was no help. Plus the thing that was good and bad, that we were really, really far. So there was really no turning back. And we didn't really know anybody who we could ask for help. So getting the job, the first job, it took us a really long time to get the first job. And literally, we ran out of money. And this is the only time I think me and my husband, we were crying together.
Wow, that sounds really, really challenging. But I guess at this point, the viewers must be curious. What made you move then in the first place?
Yes, very interesting. As a young girl growing up in communist Poland, Australia was always in the back of my mind as a dream, the country that I felt I really want to move one day to. And when situation happened that we could do that, I decided to do that. So that was a dream of the little girl from the communist country.
Okay.
However, Poland wasn't communist when we left. It was a different situation, but the grain was still, started to grow. And that's why we decided to move when our economical situation wasn't as good as we wanted to.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, but that's very brave for a young couple to do that with a little child. And I can imagine the anxiety, right? Seeing your savings running out. So, we have come a long way, and we will find that as we get along with this interview. So, what would therefore be your advice for someone who has never lived outside of their country and doing like what you guys did, moving, to a new country for the very first time?
It may sound really weird, but first of all, I'll ask you, do you really need to move? Like, really think twice about that. That's not, unless every situation is different, but do you really have to move, or are there some things that you can actually work out in your country? That would be, but I understand people come from different countries and, refugees and other situations. So this is not the moment probably to think what you could change. What I would say, stay calm, don't give up, really work on yourself. For me, really helped me calming down my mind, meditation, trusting that there is something looking over me, watching over me. Without this faith, I don't think I would be able to manage. So that was my internal. I did lots of internal work, outside work, applying for the job, learning more language, meeting new people. Definitely, this is very important. Networking, getting out of your zone, trying to meet local people, mingle around. Don't stay just in your community. However, your community can also help you very, very much. That happens for us as well. My first job was in Polish Community Council here, but lots of also internal work. And it may sound really funny, but I'd say eat good food because you really need lots of energy. And if you put junk into your body while you're feeling down and exhausted in a situation, it makes it worse. And really go inside and try to stay calm and look at that. What helped me a lot was looking at the situation from 24 hours perspective. So not, oh my gosh, what am I going to do next month? What next month? No. How am I going to manage for the next 24 hours? What I can do for the next 24 hours? And trying to concentrate on things I have influence over and leave aside things I have no influence over. It was really crucial for me. And I think that really saved me of losing my mind.
Yeah, must be really stressful. And you have to also be that supportive wife to the husband, right? Because he's also going through a stressful time.
Absolutely. And for him, it was even harder because I was the one who got the job first, even though the plan was he would be the one getting the job first. And I was supposed to stay with our child. But I was the one who got the job first. He really struggled with the language. So that was a big thing. So definitely that put him down mentally, that he can't provide for the family. That was big one. Yeah.
Okay. But I agree with you. The fundamental question to ask ourselves is, why do you really want to move? And the why has to be strong enough to prepare you for the challenges ahead in a new country. Some people are lucky, they settle down and find a job really fast. I just met a lady from Taiwan. She came to the Netherlands 10 months ago and she managed to find a job, has her work permit, everything within the first 30 days, including a local bank account. So I say, wow, you're very rare. And she cannot speak Dutch. So just for clarification, it's not like she can speak Dutch and therefore find a job that quickly. No. So she said, indeed, she's very lucky. And I also think that if you leave your country to somewhere new without a job, try to lower your expectations for the beginning. Of course, it's ideal to find a job that you used to do. And if you are a white-collar corporate person, your skills could be highly sought after, but it could also not be because you are competing with the local. And like you say, some of them want a local experience. So in this case, this girl actually therefore work in a supermarket. So I just want to clarify as well to the viewers, because sometimes people always think that the word expatriate means we work high level job with high pay, but expatriate is just meaning someone working outside of their home country in a new country. And this girl chose to work in a supermarket, and she still enjoys it. She learned the new language on the job, right, with her colleagues and even customers who will come in and check in with her. How is your Dutch now? So I find that also very fascinating. But it's true, we have to manage our emotions. And I like your concept of not thinking ahead and getting worried. Take one day at a time and do not fret over what we cannot control.
Yes, and this is beautiful what you said about lowering your expectation, because that's what I did as well. I have my master degree. I came here with master degree with a manager position from Poland, but I got my first job was packing boxes, then was working in a supermarket, then was cleaning houses, right? But I had different philosophy, and I think that could help your viewers as well. I was thinking, you never know who you're going to meet in the supermarket.
Exactly.
You never know whose cows you're cleaning.
True.
So I opened myself for this.
Yes.
That
yes.
you just
Wonderful.
never know
True.
what can come up from just supermarket job. You might be very surprised.
Exactly. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you very much. And I think it's the work attitude comes next, because your employer will notice, wow, she's so educated, she's so hardworking, willing to learn, willing to lower her standards. Hey, I happen to have a manager position open because the person is leaving next month. There you go. So I love that. Thank you for putting in this point as well.